Hello friends, my name is Mary Ann. I welcome you to today's fashion DIY. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to make this turban cap with an elastic to fit all head size. So this is the inside looking very neat. You can see the finishing looking very beautiful. So this is what we are going to be doing today. I'm going to try my best to give you a very simple method on how to do this, and very detailed as well. So without wasting much time, let's just get started. I'll start by listing all the necessary materials we'll be needing for this and the measurements. So let's get started. To make this turban cap, I'll be needing my elastic, my Ankara fabric, and my doll face satin. So I'm going to start placing my measurements. So to get the measurement for this, I'm going to be using my head circumference. My head circumference is 22 inches. So my head circumference is 22 inches. Then I'll be adding 4-inch allowance for my elastic. So this is exactly what I'll be needing. Head circumference plus 4-inch for the elastic. So remember, we are working with a non-stretchy fabric, so we need to create this allowance to fix our elastic. So I'll be covering this from this point to this point. I used 14 inches for the height of this turban cap. So I'm going to place this on my Ankara fabric and cut out exactly the same shape and measurements. So after cutting out these two, I'm going to take this to my sewing machine and fix my elastic. I'm going to be bringing my Ankara and doll face satin together, right side facing right side. After bringing this together, I'm just going to fold this into two equal part like this. So it's time to fix my elastic. So I'm going to mark out my head measurement. So my head circumference is 22 inches. 22 inches divided by 2 is 11 inches. So I'm using 11 inches because my material is on fold. So this is my head circumference divided by 2, 11 inches, but I'll be minusing 1 inch from my measurement because I'll be adding elastic and I want this to sit very well on my head. I want it to be really fitted on my head. So instead of using 11 inches, I'll be using 10 inches. I'll be removing 1 inch from my head circumference. So I'm just going to repeat the mark here. So this is what I'll be gathering with my elastic. So the distance I have from this point to this point is 6 inches. I'll be using 4 inches to gather this excess. So I'm just going to open this up. I'll be fixing this elastic on my satin fabric first. So this is the mark, this is my guideline for my elastic. So I'm just going to place my elastic leaving at least ½ inch away from the mark. And I'll drag my elastic to the other point I marked. Fixing the elastic, just cover it with your Ankara fabric like so. Just use your fingers to look for where the elastic is and sew your Ankara fabric on it. There are several methods of attaching elastic to your non-stretchy fabrics, and this is one of the methods, and I think it's one of the easiest methods too. So it's time to form our turban cap. I'm going to bring my pattern together like this. I'm going to use my needle and thread to gather from this point to this point. I have my needle and thread already. Make sure your thread is well doubled so that it doesn't break while you are working. So I'll start gathering from this point. So our turban cap is ready. So it's time to fix our design. So I've already cut out what I'll be using for my design. I'll be using my Ankara fabric. So the measurement I have here, so just go ahead and cut out 2 circles, a bigger and a smaller one. So see what I have here. The measurement I have here for the bigger one, you can make yours bigger or smaller depending on your preference. Or to make exactly what we have here, I'm going to be showing you the measurement I used. So this is about a radius of 7.5. So you can use 8, 9, 10, 11 or 12 depending on how big or how small you want your design to be. So this is the second one. So this one is about 5 inches. These are about 5 inches to 5.0. So you don't need any definite measurement. Just go ahead and cut 2 circles, but make sure one is bigger than the other. So I'm going to be using my needle and thread to gather this. So after using my needle and thread to bring this together, I'm going to be repeating the same process on this. So after preparing this, to make sure this gathering is at the middle, bring them together and sew them together with your needle and thread. So it's time to attach this to our turban cap. We'll be fixing it on this rough part to form a design and to cover this. So just go ahead and tack it to your turban cap. Our turban is looking so beautiful. You can see the design sitting well on our turban, and the finishing is so neat. So this is the inside, and you can see our elastic. So the next and the final thing to do is to cover this rough part with any design of your choice. You can use button, you can use any fancy button, you can use beads, but I'll be using this to cover mine. So I'll be using my hand needle and thread to sew this to my turban. Our turban cap is ready, looking very beautiful. So you can see the inner finishing looking so beautiful as well. So let me know what you think about today's tutorial in the comment section. And please, if you've not subscribed to this channel, please do well by subscribing. Give this video a thumbs up. If you learned anything from this video and you like it, please give this video a thumbs up. Encourage me please by giving this video a thumbs up so that I can do more of this. Thank you and see you in our next video. Bye.